Hi, my name is Tania. I'm your intuitive soul guide and founder here at Museflower Retreat and Spa, and I'm here to help you to connect with your soul. So today we're back for our top 3 tips video for this lunar cycle, which the theme is Explore, and this is part of our 12 Cycles of Soulful Magic video series. It's an online inner wellness project that helps you to connect with your inner light through videos like this. For example, top 3 tips on how you can immerse into our lunar cycles theme better. We have an introduction of our theme. If you haven't seen that video on this lunar cycles theme, Explore, I'll leave the link below. And also Time to Move with A videos and the free guided meditation video were all related to this theme. So remember, the key message from this lunar cycles theme is all about surrendering. So exploring how we can surrender even more. So today I'm gonna share with you my top 3 tips how you can surrender better to the universe. Alright, so just to start off, I want to say that when I mention the word universe, what I mean is just something that is greater than us, that is beyond us, that what we don't understand, and you're welcome to substitute that word with anything else you like. So for example, the divine, source, light, creator, God, goddess, nature, the great mystery of life, the infinite intelligence. To me, they all mean the same thing. So please, when I say the word universe in this case, please feel free to swap the word, that you like, that you resonate with the most. So my number 1 tip is to pray and listen. So if you haven't engaged or tried out a prayer practice, I highly encourage you to. And when I say prayer, it doesn't have to be affiliated with any religion. Prayer to me is just a way how we communicate with the divine or the universe. Like I said, substitute the word that you resonate with. And it's like you're picking up the phone and like calling, hello, the universe, and just to, you can say whatever you like. And in a way, the surrendering part is like, we don't need to know all the answers in the world. Right? There are so many things we don't know, so many things we can't control. And the part of surrendering is just, we're gonna ask the universe to come to help us or to support us. And sometimes, for some people are like, well, I don't know who I'm really speaking to. Whoever that makes you feel like, that can really hold you, cradle you, protect you, support you. That you feel safe, like you're confiding to, your best friend, for example. Well, in a way, it's really confiding to your best of friend. The universe always has your back. And so, how and when to pray, I think that's a really personal thing. If you like, you can pray in the morning. For me, I personally like to pray at night before I sleep, and or you can pray during your meditation practice. Or some people, they say that prayer is when you speak and you ask for guidance, you ask. And when you meditate, that's when you receive, that's where you listen and see what's coming through. And the interesting thing is the universe does answer our prayers. So, like I always said before in my videos already, the universe always gives us what we need. It may not be what we want, but they always give us what we need. So, the signs that coming from the universe, like the answer from the prayers, might come with some like we call synchronicities or coincidence, or you just have this like heightened awareness and knowing like, oh wait, I feel like this is a sign from the universe. For example, to me, there's like repeated, maybe one person said something and another person said like the same thing. They didn't know like, each other. And so me like, okay, I'm picking up like the same theme here, what's going on. Like you just walk somewhere and then science usually comes in a quite subtle way. Sometimes it comes like a big neon sign from the universe, but usually come like really subtle ways, like breadcrumbs, like you're picking up this like breadcrumb from this like, and then it's leading to another breadcrumb and it's leading another breadcrumb. And so this is like a trail, like the universe is guiding us for us to be on the path where our soul really wants to serve the purpose. Our soul, we all have a purpose here. So it's like we're following that breadcrumb, the trail, and to see where that leads us to. And again, last thing, you know, like if you've never tried it before, why not? What's the worst gonna happen? The worst is maybe you feel like nothing's happening. But really, you know, when you start a prayer practice, it's not because we want something back, right? We're surrendering. Remember, we're like just surrendering to the universe. Say, yeah, it's okay. I don't know everything. I don't know anything. And I'm totally just happy to know that the universe is here to support me no matter what. So my tip number 2 is about letting go of control. So there's always a fine balance between, you know, like control and letting go. And basically what's happening on the outside world, really we cannot control. We cannot control other people. We cannot control what other people think, what other people say. We can't control what's going on in the world. But what we can control is what's happening on the inside of us. We can control how we choose to respond to the things happening on the outside of us. So for example, with the global pandemic that's happening, you know, we can choose to either you know, stay and live in that fear and worry, anxiety, or we can choose to use this time and say, okay, all right, life's not happening the way that I want to happen, but you know, I'll take this chance and do something else. Maybe this is time I can finally do that thing that I really want to, or finally study that thing that I really want to, that I've never had time to, and now I have this time to do so. And just one more thing about control. So actually the more sensitive you are, actually I believe we're all sensitive to some degrees. Some people are more sensitive to others, and when I say sensitive to energies around you, sensitive to the energies in the environment or other people. So the more sensitive one person is, you know, the more control they need in their lives, because it makes us feel safe. You know, control makes us feel safe. So if you recognize yourself as somebody who is really sensitive and you find that you do have this tendency that you want to control everything, remember this, really draw that sense of safety and, you know, from within yourself. You know, draw that sense of groundedness and stability and security, you know, from your spiritual practice. So you can't draw it from anything outside of you, but you can only have to start from inside of you. So my tip number 3 is say okay to change. So when changes happen, you know, a part of us usually like to resist the change, because changes forces us to really step outside of our comfort zone. But I really want you to imagine a river, right? So when a river is flowing and when it meets a stone, it doesn't stop there, it gets stuck there, right? It just kind of finds another course, another way to pass through the stone. Or you can say the stone represents the obstacle in our life. So in this case, I'm saying okay to change. I don't mean you have to say, oh yes, to change. Sometimes changes happen and we really, you know, part of us really don't want that change. But know that the universe always supports you. The universe always has a better plan for us. You know, whatever that we think we need, the universe always gives it to us. But there's a better plan that we can't see it yet. So just trust that, you know, like just go with the flow. Like I said in my first tip, the breadcrumbs, right? Follow the trail and see where it goes. Maybe it's not the trail that you expect to go, but maybe it will lead to a much more beautiful destination. Okay, so this rounds up my top 3 tips on how you can surrender better to the universe. I have actually written a blog on my top 3 tips as well. I'll leave the link below if you want to read about that, or just, you know, you have a handy copy that you can refer to. And know that every Friday we post a new video here in our YouTube channel, so feel free to subscribe and stay updated on our videos, our weekly videos that are in line with our 12 cycles of soulful magic. All right, so I'll see you in my next video. Bye! Okay, well, let's try. My second tip for you today is all about letting go of control. So there's so many things on the outside that you cannot control, like your child coming into while you're filming. That's totally fine.